Hello again, and thanks for joining 12 News. I'm Kevin Steele.
And I'm Jackie Simeon. Yet another controversial social media post has surfaced from a Port Arthur police officer.
The latest revelation follows an exclusive report 12 News did last week about Facebook posts by 4 PAPD employees that were considered racially charged by some citizens.
This Facebook post was written in November, months before the others, and months before Chief Blanton openly discussed and addressed the problem.
But some members of the community are growing concerned with the trust they place in the hands of Port Arthur police, especially when it comes to their kids. Anchor Angel San Juan is here with the new revelations. Angel?
The post we showed you last week that so many found offensive targeted national figures, people used to criticism. But what outrages some in the Port Arthur community about the post you're about to see shortly is that it was aimed at the youngest constituents police are paid to serve and protect. It was a big rivalry game that brought two communities together. Port Arthur's Memorial Titans hosting the Ozan Panthers from Beaumont last November. One Port Arthur police officer working security at the game described the scene on Facebook as packed and hyped up. But it's the rest of his post that has the community calling foul.
It's sad. It's sad. It makes you not have faith in them. And I mean, it paints a picture. You can't trust your own police department. Who can you trust?
Officer Kirk Frege posted, "Now that the gym is packed and hyped up, I'm taking over-under bets on the total number of fights after the Memorial Ozan game."
Instead of being so negative towards Port Arthur and the youth, say something positive about our kids. We have wonderful kids out here that are doing wonderful things and are striving for great things. And I think it puts a stigma on us, and it's not true.
After we heard these social media postings made by 4 other PAPD employees, a concerned citizen said those were not the first and sent us Officer Frege's post about the game. Now the community hopes action is taken to prevent any more.
You're supposed to uphold yourself to a certain standard. So, I mean, I think that's kind of going below the belt, and I think there should be reparations for that. You know, they need to be reprimanded for that.
But most of those we talked to doubt the officers will face any consequences for the offensive comments.
Coming from an officer, it's sad, but nothing gonna happen though, so it don't. What can we say? It doesn't matter. The same thing is gonna go on.
But Police Chief Mark Blanton says he did take action banning Frege from working Memorial High games. Blanton told us, quote, "It wasn't appropriate for him to be at the games if that's how he felt." Again, we want to emphasize Officer Frege's post was in November, and Chief Blanton told us he has not done something like that again. But those who brought the information to us don't feel Chief Blanton did enough, and that's why they believe the 4 other PAPD employees felt comfortable to make the controversial postings that we told you about last week. As for any discipline those 4 will face, Chief Blanton says the investigation is ongoing, plus he's working on a social media policy for the department. Angel San Juan, 12 News.